Stephen William Hawking, a name that echoes through the corridors of science, was born on January 8, 1942, in Oxford, England, exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo Galilei, as if the universe itself had planned the passing of a torch. From a young age, Hawking displayed an unusual curiosity about how things worked, not just in the world around him, but in the vast cosmic order above. His father was a medical researcher, and his mother an intellectual who encouraged free thought, nurturing in Stephen an early passion for mathematics and the mysteries of space. After earning his degree in physics at Oxford, he moved to the University of Cambridge to pursue a PhD in cosmology. But during this time, his life took a tragic turn. He began to stumble, slur his speech, and experience uncontrollable weakness. At just 21, he was diagnosed with a rare and incurable motor neuron disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, and the doctors told him he had only a few years to live. Yet, in what would become one of the most extraordinary acts of human defiance, Stephen Hawking refused to surrender. As his body gradually became paralyzed, his mind expanded beyond the limits of Earth, beyond the boundaries of time itself. With the aid of his wife Jane and a team of dedicated assistants, he continued his studies, diving deeper into questions that most scientists feared to ask. How did the universe begin? What happens inside a black hole? And is there a limit to what humanity can ever know? Hawking's early research, done in collaboration with the mathematician Roger Penrose, led to one of the greatest revelations of modern cosmology, the singularity theorems. These theorems showed that, under Einstein's general theory of relativity, the universe must have originated from an infinitely dense point, a singularity, where the known laws of physics completely break down. This was the scientific foundation for the Big Bang theory, proving that the universe had a definite beginning. But while many would have stopped there, Hawking pressed on. He turned his gaze toward the most mysterious objects in the cosmos, black holes. According to classical physics, a black hole's gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. Yet in 1974, Hawking made a discovery that shocked the scientific world. By applying the laws of quantum mechanics to the event horizon, the boundary of a black hole, he found that black holes aren't truly black. Instead, they emit faint particles of radiation, now called Hawking radiation, and can eventually evaporate over immense timescales. This discovery bridged two previously incompatible fields, quantum physics and general relativity, and hinted at a grand unified theory that could explain everything in the universe. However, it also created a profound mystery known as the black hole information paradox. If a black hole evaporates completely, what happens to the information it swallowed? Is it lost forever, violating one of the core principles of quantum theory? This paradox remains one of the deepest unsolved puzzles in physics, a question still debated by scientists today. Despite his deteriorating condition, Hawking's intellectual output only grew stronger. Using a speech synthesizer operated by a single cheek muscle, he continued to publish groundbreaking papers and mentor students at Cambridge, where he held the Lucasian Professorship of Mathematics, a chair once held by none other than Sir Isaac Newton. But beyond academic circles, Stephen Hawking became a cultural phenomenon. In 1988, he published A Brief History of Time, a book that sought to explain the origins and fate of the universe to the general public. It became a global bestseller, translated into over 40 languages, selling more than 25 million copies worldwide. The book asked the ultimate questions. Why does the universe exist? Why are the laws of nature the way they are? And most profoundly, what place do humans occupy in this vast cosmic design? Hawking's writing balanced deep scientific rigor with poetic wonder, making him not just a scientist, but a philosopher of the cosmos. In his later works, such as The Universe in a Nutshell and The Grand Design, he explored ideas like the no-boundary proposal, developed with physicist James Hartley, which suggested that the universe has no edge or beginning in the traditional sense. that time itself might behave like the surface of the Earth, finite but unbounded. This concept challenged everything we thought we knew about creation, hinting that the universe could exist entirely within the framework of natural law, without the need for a divine spark. As the years passed, Hawking's body grew weaker, yet his influence only expanded. He became a symbol of resilience, intellect, and the limitless potential of the human spirit. His computerized voice, robotic yet strangely expressive, became iconic, echoing through documentaries, lectures, and even television shows like Star Trek and The Big Bang Theory. He used humor as a tool of communication, often joking that his mechanical voice gave him an advantage in interviews. But behind that humor lay a profound message that the pursuit of knowledge is what defines us as human beings. Hawking often said, "Look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder about what makes the universe exist." His ideas inspired countless young scientists to look deeper into the mysteries of reality, from the nature of time to the possibility of multiple universes existing alongside our own. Even as he lost control over every muscle in his body, he continued to publish, lecture, and question the very limits of scientific thought. Stephen Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018, in Cambridge, fittingly on Albert Einstein's birthday. The universe had reclaimed one of its greatest thinkers, but his ideas continued to ripple outward like gravitational waves through space-time. He was buried at Westminster Abbey, near the graves of Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin, a resting place worthy of a man who united physics and philosophy, science and humanity. In his final message to the world, Hawking reminded us that intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. His life was proof of that, a life lived in defiance of every limitation, a life that pushed the boundaries of knowledge while inspiring millions to never stop asking questions. Today, his theories continue to shape our understanding of black holes, quantum gravity, and the early universe. And though his voice has fallen silent, his vision of a universe governed by elegant laws and infinite possibilities continues to guide us. Stephen Hawking taught us that even when trapped within the confines of a fragile body, the human mind can still reach for the stars.